welcome back to shed more light on the issue. We are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Mohamed Abdel Aziz, a tourism expert and associate professor, hotel management department at the Faculty of Tourism Hotel Management. Good day, Dr. Abdel Aziz.
Good day for you and for the viewers, and I would like to say this opportunity to express my holy greetings for all the Egyptians in the occasions of the near end of the holy month of Ramadan and for the Easter and Eid al-Fitr occasion as well.
Thank you so much, Doctor, and same to you. Actually, sir, various airports and seaports in Egypt started implementing a set of new measures in order to provide tourist visas for visitors of different nationalities. How do you read this measure?
Look, in my opinion, we really have to be optimistic about the incoming period. Yes. I think the indications all over the country, and I'm talking here about the tourism industry, is very, very promising. And as we used to say, no pain, no gain. These requirements were asked to be done since a long time ago. And I think after we got this opportunity and that people can get the visa easily in the airport, and especially for a country like China with a huge number of tourists to Egypt, I think this will also may lead to increase the number of tourists to the various Egyptian destinations, and it will for sure facilitate the travel process for everyone. It will also, in my opinion, will represent a positive word of mouth and a mobile advertisement tool to attract more tourists on the long run.
Yes, indeed. Sir, actually, tourism in Egypt is picking up this season. What are the reasons for the recovery from your perspective, and what do we expect more in the coming periods?
Look, Egypt enjoys a lot of factors, as a matter of fact. And I would say that tourism should be a country and a community industry. Egypt has still so much to offer, and the Egyptian tourism products appeal to almost all types and categories of market segmentations, with different categories of hotels and lodging properties. Tourism industry is ever changing and ever evolving, and I think that 2023 is looking like one of the most fruitful times for the tourism industry after many years of suffering for the industry because of the pandemic and so on.
Yes. How far the promotional campaign launched by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities affected the tourism turnout?
Of course, this took a longer time, and it was launched a long period before. But we still need our own and real public relation company with a free advertisement message to reach our potential customers. In fact, planning events and international shows that reveals how secure we are and how secure people who will come to visit us are. We also need to launch TV programs that that interact with tourists and with guests in hotels.
Yes.
Because this, of course, will have a very positive way to attract more people, and will have a very positive point.
Yes. Sir, actually, how do you assess the tourist flow into Luxor, and do you believe that the classical tourism is back on the right track?
Luxor, as a matter of fact, suffered for years during the pandemic, and even after the crash of the Russian flight, in 2016, I believe that the next period, it's very obvious that the season will be booming, and we are expecting a very high rate of occupancy all over the hotels, not
Yes.
only in Luxor but also in Aswan, and as well as the
Yes.
occupancy percentage of on the Nile cruises as well.
Yes, sir. Also, as you kindly mentioned, the Nile cruises here, we are seeing a journey not just through the land, but through the thousands of years of civilizations and history and culture. How do you see the Nile cruise tourism for the foreign tourists?
Uh, uh, mm, Nile cruises is one of the finest travel
Yes.
experience someone can have, and in my opinion, a cruise on the Nile will provide a close a close view to all the ancient monuments of the Upper Egypt, not only in Luxor and Aswan, but also in Esna, in Esso, in Komombo, as well. Uh, we, by the way, we do have also uh, uh, a way, Nile cruises will lead to a way that people can enjoy being on a cruise and enjoy sailing and enjoy as well as the sightseeing all over the way from Aswan to Luxor and back.
Yes.
And I'm quite sure because this indication was through the last tourist market that the demand on the Nile cruises is increasing very much for the incoming year, inshallah.
Yes, I hope so, sir. Also, how do you see the efforts exerted here by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in order to increase and diversify the different tourism activities in Egypt? We are enjoying different tourism, if I might say, the beach tourism, the cultural tourism, religious. How do you see the efforts here exerted in order to develop these different types of tourism in the country?
Would you repeat again? The voice was not clear enough.
Yes. How do you see the efforts exerted by the Ministry of Tourism in order to diversify the country's tourism destinations?
I think cultural tourism is back, and is back. I'm sure that it will achieve an outstanding results in this season, inshallah.
Yes.
And I'm sure that other types of tourism as well. I mean here, leisure tourism, religious, medical, therapeutical, safari, and sea fishing conventions, and so on, will also attract more tourists for the next period, for the next season. And I also would like to highlight the importance of highlighting the Holy Family trip to Egypt, and if this will be marketed in a decent way, I think that this will achieve a very huge number of tourists for Egypt as well.
Yes. Sir, indeed, the GEM, the Grand Egyptian Museum, is Egypt's gift to the whole world. How do you view this, and how do you see the inauguration, the expected inauguration of the GEM and its impact on the tourism industry in the country?
Allow me to say that I'm really proud that my country will operate such a unique product. I used to call it the fourth pyramid because it is, in my opinion, considered as a fourth pyramid. We are talking about 100,000 pieces of artifacts. We are talking about parts that belongs to King Tutankhamun, and a product that will attract for sure tourists from all over the world. And I do believe that the tour operators in Egypt should tailor up programs that can integrate the visit of this temple, museum, with other touristic destination. And I mean here an integration of a program that can bring people from Aswan, from Luxor, from Hurghada, from Sharm el-Sheikh to visit this fourth pyramid. And I'm quite sure that people will enjoy an outstanding visit.
Yes, indeed. Sir, also we are having the ancient Egyptian Pharaoh King Ramses II, one of the new kingdom greatest kings, in Paris, in display as part of the international blockbuster exhibition. How do you see these exhibitions touring different capital of the world, and to what extent these exhibitions and the displays of these artifacts could be reflected positively on the tourism industry and the knowledge of the West of our great history, of course?
And I didn't got exactly what you meant about, because something I was not hearing in the beginning of your question.
Yes, the display of King Ramses II exhibition in Paris.
Yes, Ramses II exhibition in Paris.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Of course, this is, in my opinion, is considered as an ambassador of the Egyptian civilization. That can show the people how Egypt was enjoying being in a way one of the leader company, one of the most leaders company in the area and all over the world. The Egyptian civilization is considered one of the famous civilization all over the world. And I'm quite sure that young people all over the world are wondering and dreaming when they can come to visit this country and to reveal the secrets of its civilization.
Indeed, Dr. Mohamed Abdel, our tourism expert and associate professor at Hotel Management Department at the Faculty of Tourism and Hotel Management. Thank you so much, sir, for your precious input, and happy feast. Our dear viewers, with that we come to the end of this edition of our program, Cairo Local Time. You were in the company of myself, Mahesti Rabia. Till tomorrow with another quiz. Goodbye.